President Bongbong Marcos is back in Manila after a week-long working visit to the United States. Severe tropical storm Carding is now a typhoon and is expected to make landfall later today. Tropical cyclone wind signals are now raised in several areas. The Social Welfare Department wraps up its distribution of educational cash assistance. The agency says they're studying whether it's possible to extend the payout. Guest team Bay Area Dragons escaped Northport after a buzzer-beater triple courtesy of Miles Powell. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin today's newscast with severe tropical storm Carding intensifying into a typhoon. Carding was last spotted some 258 kilometers east of Infanta, Quezon, with winds of up to 190 kilometers per hour. Carding is currently moving southwestward 25 kilometers per hour or southwest at 25 kilometers per hour and will likely make landfall in the northern portion of Quezon or southern Aurora by tonight. Pag-asa says Typhoon Carding could also make landfall at the Polillo Islands later this afternoon. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 3 is raised over the central and southern portions of Aurora, extreme northern portions of Quezon, Polillo Islands, and the eastern part of Nueva Ecija. The eastern portion of Bulacan, the northern part of Rizal, and the northern portion of Camarines Norte are also under signal number 3. Meanwhile, signal number 2 is raised over northern and central Quezon, the rest of Aurora, Nueva Ecija, Bulacan, Rizal, and Camarines Norte. Metro Manila and the following localities are now under signal number 2. One is raised in the following areas flashed on your screens. President Bongbong Marcos is back in the Philippines after his working visit to the United States. The president was welcomed by Vice President Sara Duterte, some cabinet members, Pasay City Mayor Imelda Calixto Rubiano, and some high-ranking officers of the armed forces. Now, in his arrival speech, the president maintained that his first U.S. visit had been successful. Marcos Jr. spoke before the UN General Assembly and pushed for a seat at the UN Security Council. He also met with several world leaders, including U.S. President Joe Biden. The Social Welfare Department has ended its distribution of educational cash aid after 6 rounds of payout. JC Cosico with the details.
People started flocking to the Social Welfare Department's field office in Sampaloc, Manila as early as Friday night, as Saturday marks the last day of educational cash assistance payout.
Paalala, ang mga dapat na nandito is MyTex. Ang i-cater lang namin is yung mga MyTex galing sa aming tanggapan.
Despite this, many still tried to walk in, just like Annalyn, who even brought her 2-month-old baby at the payout site.
Nakakapanghina. Biglang nalungkot kami, nakakaiyak. Siyempre, nagpagod kami, nagbakasakali, nagsayang ng pamasahe.
Hilda, on the other hand, registered online last month, but has yet to receive a text confirmation from the DSWD.
Sana po magkaroon kami ngayon kasi gusto ko pong makakuha lang talaga para pantulong lang po sa anak ko.
Kaya na po yung oras nyo. Kaya na po.
Over at the agency's central office in Quezon City, security guards had to ask people to go home as there was no scheduled payout.
Last day na ngayon, hindi pa kami pagbibigyan. Nag-intay po kami ng ilang araw, ng ilang linggo. Sana naman po pagbigyan kami yung mga walk-in po kasi po, sa totoo lang po, napakahirap po humagilap ng pamasahe para lang po makuha.
Still, many beneficiaries were able to receive the cash aid at other payout centers. Maribeth, for one, was handed out 8,000 pesos after lining up at the Quezon City Hall.
Malaking tulong na po kahit 1K kasi wala po tayong mapupulot na 1K. Bibili ko po siya ng mga gamit talaga sa school kasi kulang na kulang pa po.
Qualified beneficiaries who missed their payout appointment can wait for another schedule, but their slots are not guaranteed.
Kasi intindihin naman din po natin na ang dami nga rin pong umaasa rito sa ating programa na ito. Yun nga lang, binigyan na po sila ng pagkakataon. Yung opportunity nga, sabi niya nila, knocks only once eh.
As of September 23, over 1.3 billion pesos worth of educational cash aid has been disbursed to around 560,000 indigent learners. The DSWD said the payout may still be extended depending on budget.
May makikita pa kami, may masisino pa po kami, ay maaari pa po naming magawa ng paraan na kahit paano ma-extend pa po ito kahit konti.
Overall, the DSWD said it is satisfied on how the 6 Saturdays of payout turned out. For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The MTRCB said they will prioritize the discussion on regulating online streaming services. In a statement, the regulating body said concerned parents and other groups have come up to them to address content in streaming platforms which should be subjected to regulation. The agency added that other groups have also raised the possibility of higher subscription fees once platforms like Netflix become regulated. The body first floated the idea of regulating online content in 2017. Calls for regulation resurfaced again in 2020 as streaming services became more popular during the lockdown. Model Deniece Cornejo is looking to file contempt charges against Vhong Navarro's wife and lawyer. Cornejo's camps claims Navarro's wife, Tanya Bautista, and his legal counsel, attorney Alma Malonga, have made statements that are sub judice in nature. They also slammed Navarro's camp, accusing them of trying to have a trial by publicity. Navarro's wife earlier expressed concerns over her husband's safety if he is to be transferred to city jail. The actor is currently detained at the National Bureau of Investigation. Now here are the latest updates in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. Visiting team, the Bay Area Dragons escaped Northport Batang pair with a buzzer beater on Saturday. Former NBA player Miles Powell shot the last-minute triple over two defenders, clinching the game for the Dragons 105-104. Powell also led his team with 37 points. Meanwhile, Northport's Arvin Tolentino made a career-high 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 steals. Blackwater finally recovered from their crushing defeat last week with a 97-81 win against Phoenix. Troy Rosario made a stunning debut with Blackwater finishing with a double-double. The win ended with the Bossing's 7-game losing streak starting from the Philippine Cup. Now, those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.